So, you're poor. You should really do something about that. It's embarrassing and it's probably causing you a lot more trouble than you'd think. You're just worried about not being able to buy stuff, but everyone over here on the other side also knows the first step to improving as a person is having money. Oh, you do have money? Consider wasting it on the Cursed Coloring Book, now on Amazon for $15.99. That's a lot less than what you'll pay if somebody gets it and uses it on you first. What do you mean I'm threatening you? You need to calm down. Of course, poor people are naturally good at getting into places they shouldn't be, but you can't hustle your way into a middle class that no longer exists. Instead, you're continuing the grand tradition of boredom, working as hard as you can and strangling every small pleasure from your life for a small chance things might not get worse. Ready to take charge of your finances and get those groceries off layaway? Here are a couple ways you can probably achieve that goal. First, consider your food intake. If you have a public school education, you've probably got some hilarious ideas about just how many calories you need to make it through the day. Don't listen to the fat cat doctors. Fish tank gravel is almost as nutritious as rice, and it comes in cool colors. Just don't splurge on it too often or you might spoil the kids. And remember, as a poor person, if you ever once eat at a fancy restaurant, you're basically a war criminal. Next, let's talk about work. And no, that's not some kooky internet meme word. If you're not familiar with the concept, it looks and feels a lot like that thing you do on the first of the month, where you keep checking the mailbox until money comes out. The difference is that work happens every day. And as any rich person who's never worked a service job or struggled to make rent will tell you, fast food joints are always hiring, fuckface. With one job to pay rent and another to pay the babysitter, you'll have way less time to sob over a stack of bills. Rich people have to pay therapists to help them stop crying. It's just another way the system is rigged in your favor. Coloring in the Cursed Coloring Book, now only $15.99 on Amazon, isn't just the preferred way to kill time while you're waiting on the pillman to text you back. It's also a therapeutic outlet. Just listen to this great info sourced from an actual mental health training video.
Crazy people can be dangerous when you disappoint them. If they can't afford your rate, pick some lame hobby that's not drugs and tell them it's a therapeutic outlet. They fall for it every time.
Now on to the next item on the list, work. But not the same work as last time. This is the work you do on your break at your regular job. For unskilled workers like ditch diggers and teachers, hustling is an all-new way to be penetrated by the workforce. You're watching an online video right now. That means up to 80% of your body is free to deliver fast food or asinine online purchases to your social betters. And because there's always a way to trade your time for small scraps of money, it's always your fault if you can't afford to house your children. Here are some tips. Take deliveries in densely populated areas. Not only will more people place orders, there's a higher concentration of fountains to scour for change in the rare moments your phone isn't screaming for your attention. Don't expect any kind of class solidarity with cashiers or fast food workers. You're making their shitty lives harder and they hate you for it. Mechanical troubles when you're working 4 jobs and still broke all the time are really stressful. That's not a tip or anything. It's just a shitty new thing that you have to try and deal with, so find something to enjoy. You're gonna be here a long time. Finally, we really need to discuss all that crap you're buying. Like the phone you're watching this helpful video on. Could you really afford that? Ask any person of means what they hate more than anything and they'll tell you to your idiot face.
Poor people having the same stuff as me.
Poor people having the same stuff as me.
Poor people.
Please reactivate your subscription to AI Helper Buddy Pro to access this feature.
It's because they know your situation better than you. Rich people never spend money on personal pleasure or entertainment. That's how they got rich. Having to see you enjoy your life while they stay inside working is just plain unfair. Plus, when you wear the same brands as them, you immediately reduce the value of their wardrobe. That ultimately kills property values. When you look at it that way, putting name brand shoes on your kids' feet when there are perfectly good gallon zip-top bags around isn't just insulting. In a very real sense, it's also an act of economic terrorism. Could you please stop being a drain on the system and think about other people for once? Thanks for watching our video on smart financial responsibility. The Institute for Advanced Emotional Projection would like you to know it's definitely going to get better. You can tell because things have been getting better, which means they will also continue to get better, just like they have been for years. Since you made it this far, check out the Cursed Coloring Book for $15.99 on Amazon. It's better than other coloring books because a writer did the drawings, not an artist. And subscribe to the channel for even more great self-help.